Hello everyone, and welcome to our first classroom vlog in 2024. Welcome. If you're new to my channel, my name is Mariely Sanchez and I'm a 4th grade teacher in South Florida. I'm coming to you from Monday, January 9th, 2024. First day back from our 2-week winter break, and it was an amazing day. I have to say I missed my students. I was looking forward to seeing them today. We had an amazing day today, so I want to go ahead and take you right into what we ended up doing, starting with the activity that I told you about before I went on winter break that I left ready for the students under desk before I left. Here it is. Students got this sheet, snapshots from winter break, under desk, and I did this both with my morning group and my afternoon group. They needed to draw 2 pictures representing something they did during winter break and add a hashtag to go along with it. So mine, of course, was sleeping a lot, and I got a ukulele for Christmas. And then students had to write a little bit to explain that moment, that snapshot for each of the pictures that they drew. With my block 1, the students had an opportunity, half of them, to share those 2 snapshots from winter break. We didn't get to the other half because we were running out of time, so they will go ahead and share it tomorrow. With my afternoon class, they started it and they haven't gone to share yet, but hopefully tomorrow we'll have some time to do that. The other thing that we did is that I introduced the new unit, which is Wonders Unit 3, Week 5, which talks about the advances in science and whether they're helpful or harmful. So I introduced the unit to them, I read them the read aloud, and I did this with my both classes, Block 1 and 2. With my Block 1, the McGraw-Hill server was down, so I was only able to go over the essential question, the photo that introduces the unit, and I did the read aloud. But my afternoon group, I got to do all of that, including the weekly opener video and the study blast, which the other class didn't get to do. Then I went ahead and introduced the students to the one-word activity. Students got this list, which is Word of the Year ideas. This comes from my blog, which is right there. I'll try to link it in the description box below. And they also got this little foldable, which once they were done here, they could fold down, and this is where they do the art for their one word. I went ahead and modeled for the students, so I told them to look through the list and choose 5 words that jump out at them that they want to take into this new year as far as their goals and things they want to do and accomplish this year. So from that, they needed to then take those 5 words and go down to 3. And after those last 3 words, they chose their one word. And they can then go and draw the art that goes with it. And then eventually they're going to write a little bit about why they chose that word. This is what I ended up doing with mine. So how did I get to my one word? Well, first I ended up getting these 5 words. From there I went down to these 3 words from these, and that's how I got prosper. And this is how I decided to do my word art. And I already went ahead and wrote my paragraph, which I'm going to use as a model for my students tomorrow. So both classes are already in the process of getting this done. They're not done with their word art, or a lot of them are not there yet, but I was able to do that. I'm really happy with how this came out. It is so adorable. And I also went ahead after school. I took that same list and I translated it into Spanish and put it on my students' desk because I start with them tomorrow, so they know what those words on one side that are in English mean in Spanish. So that's basically what we ended up doing for today, Monday, first day back. I needed to do something kind of like just easing us in back into the routines, nothing too crazy. And they're actually very excited about the topic that we're dealing with, which takes me to the homework. For homework, and I haven't given it to the students yet because I want to give them homework today, but tomorrow we'll go over it and have time in class to work on it. They're reading the passage Food for Thought. There's 2 versions of them because one is for my ELO learners, one is for my advanced group. They're going to read about hydroponics. And they're also going to answer some questions on hydroponics. But then I wanted to add a little bit more since we are now back from winter break and we need to get our writing practice in. So the students are going to also have a writing assignment to go along with this passage. Usually our writing is multiple sources, but I just want them to practice with this one source. So I gave them a prompt right here. They need to write an argumentative essay about whether using hydroponics to grow plants is beneficial. I'm guiding them through the planning, through their claim. Then on the back, they're stating 2 reasons, their evidence to support the reasons, and elaborate on that. I gave them a sheet, which I'm calling my writing reference sheet, that has the parts of an essay, our tree strategy, transitional phrases, conclusion starters, and on the back we have the elaboration pencil strategy and the cite evidence strategy. Then I'm giving them a paper to write their essay, introduction, body paragraph 1, with the reminders on the margin, body paragraph 2, and the conclusion. With my ELL students, to scaffold this assignment for them, I just changed that last sheet so that they do have some closed sentences to complete, and they have to go ahead and fill in the information to write their body paragraphs 1, 2, and wrap up their conclusion. So that's pretty much everything that I have to share for today, Monday, but I'll see you tomorrow. Welcome to the end of the day, Tuesday. Finished with my Minecraft club today. It was our first meeting back since winter break, of course, and we had a good time playing around in our realm. And students also have the option to work on their own realms, so that's what they did for some of them. And just wanted to give you a rundown of today. This morning, I started with my block 2, which is my ELO students. And we started the day by having them continue working on their 1-word activity. A lot of them are pretty much done. There's a couple of them that are finishing, and I'll give you some glimpses of how theirs turned out, those that are done, of course. And I also ended up creating a different version of my Prosper Word of the Year, which I'll also show you. After that, we went ahead and went over the homework that I showed you yesterday clips of. We read the passage, we annotated the text, we went over the questions and how they needed to answer them. And I also went over the planning for the writing prompt. They wrote the benefits, the problems, and I went over how they can use the writing reference sheet and write their essays. So with my block 1 afterwards that I had them, my advanced group, they also worked on first their homework. So we went over the homework, we read the passage. I had a little bit less time with them because my co-teacher needed more time with them. So we read the passage, we talked about hydroponics, we talked about how they needed to go ahead and work on their essay, and they felt really good about the assignment and being able to complete it by Friday. And then we finished the day after their specials, which we had PE today, working on their 1-word activities. So I can't wait to show you some of the examples of the ones that are done, so you can get a little slideshow kind of view of their words and how they designed them. So let me show you my different design for Prosper. So this was my Prosper design that I made yesterday, and this is my new one. I just wanted to do a little bit of a different take, have her looking up at the word, and have the word here with some little polka dots. So yep, that's how it came out. And here's the ELL text that we annotated. So again, these are differentiated passages that Wonders provides for us. And again, look at the annotations. And what we did is when we got to the good and the bad, every time they mentioned something good, we put a number and a check to mean that it was good. And every time it was a problem here in the back, we put a number and an X for not good. We went over the bottom line, which showed the author's claim, and looked at the diagram, which is a text feature that goes with this argumentative text that the students also have a question on. Then we went over the writing prompt. We wrote the benefits and the problems, and the students did their claim by circling the word that completed their claim sentence. And I explained to them how they needed to find reasons to support that claim, evidence and elaboration, the reference sheet, and how they can just use this to fill in the information that they need to complete their essay. Here is the passage for my advanced group. Again, we annotated. We did the same kind of annotation, doing the checks and the X's, as well as looking at the questions. And again, Analyzing the prompt, we did the APT, and then again, benefits, problems, and the claim. And again, going over the same pages, but of course with my advanced group, they just have the lines with the reminders on the margins so that they can complete their essay. Now let me go gather the one-word examples so that you can take a look at my students' one-words for this year. I hope you enjoyed the words the students chose. They chose a lot of great words and I'm so proud of them. So little by little, they'll finish working on that and writing their paragraph. For my block 2, my block 1, I mean the ones that I had this afternoon, I gave them those that were done with the design of their word. They were ready for their paragraph. So I gave them a little half sheet with the paragraph frame so they can start writing their paragraph to explain their word and why they chose it. This is the paragraph frame so that they can see how they can structure their paragraph and make sure that they address their word and explain what it means to them. So that is all for today, Tuesday. In a few seconds, I'll see you for Wednesday. It is now Wednesday and I'm coming to you with just a very quick update on what we ended up doing today. That's my snack to go because I gotta go and get to a doctor's appointment. But anyway, today I started with my homeroom students, my block 1. This morning they came in and they worked on some iReady minutes. So we did that for about the first hour of the day because I need them to catch up on that. And then we went ahead and read our shared read, which is Food Fight. We haven't completely finished reading all of it yet, but tomorrow we'll continue and also get to our writing that we need to do and also get to finishing the one-word writing activity as well. I pretty much, with my block 2, they're going to do their iReady and Imagine Learning time tomorrow. So what they did is I rearranged their seating arrangements. The desks are still the same, but I had to move students around. So I did that. And then we went ahead and looked at the shared read Food Fight. I also forgot with my homeroom, because they hadn't watched the video or did the Study Blast sync, we did that as well. That is the very short update. Tomorrow, hopefully I'll get to tell you a little bit more since I have to dash and run, but I'll see you soon. Hello everyone, welcome to the end of the day, Thursday. It's been a pretty good day, except, we need to work on some noise levels and talking and getting so excited. I know the students were very happy today in my block 1, which I had this afternoon, but oh my goodness, just getting them to quiet down, to get their work done, or to focus on, and I know it's hard because there's 27 of them now in that class, but I was trying to really make sure that the students that hadn't finished their iReady minutes would have finished, and I pretty much got everyone to finish except one student that needs to do just one more lesson. He's going to try to do it tonight, but if he doesn't do it tonight, then we'll do it tomorrow morning, and then everyone in that class would have done iReady. The other class, I still have my 3 students that need to finish their iReady. They're really close. And pretty much all of the other students did their 60 minutes of Imagine Learning, although some of them, I need them to try to pass 1 or 2 lessons. So we'll see what we do. But because we were spending time doing that, the computer time took up most of our 2 hours or 2.5 hours that we have together. So after that, we went ahead and read Food Fight. I ended up reading Food Fight with both classes, and I want to go ahead and show you, if I can find my book, how that passage looks. This is the passage, and basically we are working with the essential question, in what ways can advances in science be helpful or harmful? So with both classes, we were able to read through the entire passage. We looked at the text features and again, use our spade reading strategy to focus on the different skills that we do before, during, and after reading. And with my advanced group, which is my block 2 this afternoon, I had them also start working on answering their fine text evidence questions. And if they were done with that, because they don't take that long, they can start working on their vocabulary, which we did have some time to go over the vocabulary as well. With my ELL class this morning, I also showed them some of the videos that come in the district PowerPoint that give them background knowledge so that they understand what are genetically modified organisms, how do they do it, examples. So we were in the middle of watching the third video in that presentation, and we're going to finish it tomorrow. So little by little, we're getting through this unit, and it's argumentative text. It's all connected to the writing that we're currently doing, which is argumentative writing. So I'm excited to have the students work on these passages. Tomorrow, hopefully, we'll be reading the anchor text, A New Kind of Corn, which is a Time for Kids article, and continue adding to our understanding of, can the advancement of genetically modified organisms be helpful or harmful? And of course, they will be writing an argumentative essay based on that topic as well. Apart from the argumentative essay, they are currently writing for homework on hydroponics. All right, so right now, I'm not going to finish just yet. Right now, I'm going to go to Party City and pick up a balloon order because my co-teacher's homeroom class wants to surprise her tomorrow because her birthday's on Monday. So they brought her little gifts. Some of them did. And I told them I'll help them by buying some balloons. I also bought her some gifts myself that have arrived at my home from Amazon. I'm going to put it together when I get home and bring it tomorrow. So hopefully I can get here a little bit early tomorrow so I can put my gift along with their students' gifts. And I told the students if they wanted to write her little messages, they can, and we can give it to her tomorrow. So I'm about to do that. Go grab some balloons. So maybe I won't leave you for tomorrow just yet. Just came back from picking up the balloons. I couldn't film because it was pouring outside, but I'm in my co-teacher's classroom and I just put the balloons in the front of her classroom and the gifts that the students brought for her right in the front, and a sign that one of the students made as well. So I want to show you that and the balloons, and hopefully tomorrow we'll give her a nice surprise. So these are the gift bags that the students brought, and that is the little sign that they made. It's so cute. And these are the balloons that I brought for her, and they're so nice. It's a little birthday balloon bouquet, and I love how it came out. It's so neat and beautiful. And that is all that I have for today, Thursday. I will see you in a few short seconds to finish off the week. Hello, everyone. We have made it to the end of the day, Friday. It is really late. I stayed organizing some of the papers that I have to take home to grade. I'm behind on a lot of different things that I got to get done. So I know it's a 3-day weekend because Monday's a holiday for Dr. King's Day. But I got to take some things home and work on it little by little. Sometimes we do that, and I got behind. And to be honest, I always get behind, especially when it comes to grading papers. It's like I figure that I have something that is working and then it just doesn't work long term. No, I don't have my students grade their papers because I want to see how they're doing. Also, I don't know if it's going to be accurate. And I don't have them grade each other's paper, obviously, because I don't want them to see what other students are getting. But yeah, we're going to get those things done. Today, I started by surprising our co-teacher, Miss Gonzalez, and it was so awesome. She loved everything. The students were so happy. She felt the love, and she was so grateful. I wasn't able to film any of it, obviously. I did take some pictures, but of course, I'm not going to show because the students are in the pictures, and for privacy reasons, I don't post their faces. But it was a beautiful, beautiful moment to see her embrace in so much love and appreciation. So I had my homeroom students work on their one-word activity, which I'm taking home. They were working on getting their paragraphs written. And then we went ahead and reread Food Fight. Students took turns reading it out loud. And we answered together, made sure we went over the answers for fine text evidence questions. And they went over author's claim and finding relevant details to support the claim. So they completed a graphic organizer. And then we read the anchor text, A New Kind of Corn, which was a really interesting topic that the students found super engaging. and we'll continue that next week. With my block 2 this afternoon when I had them, they really needed to finish their minutes for both iReady and Imagine Learning. So that's basically what we did, and then they did earn some Minecraft playtime. And I also had students spin the wheel today and get stickers for their oh my goodness, dojo points. It is really late, I'm tired. For the dojo points that they have earned. So the students were happy that they got their treats. And that's basically all I have for today. I know, not much of a day, but that's how it is sometimes. I'm gonna go because I am exhausted, but I will see you next week, which will be a very short week for the students and for me. And stay tuned and see how it goes. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the like button, leave a comment down below, let me know what you thought, any questions you may have. Also, if you haven't subscribed, please consider subscribing and hitting the bell for notifications so you don't miss any future videos. I hope you have a beautiful, magical day, and don't forget to smile.
Hello dreamers, wishers, and magical thinkers. Thank you so much for making it to the very end of this video and for showing your support. If you'd like to subscribe, you can do so by clicking on my picture down here. You can also check out my latest videos here and here. Don't forget to believe in the magic that's inside you because you are capable of great things. See you next time.